What do you want to do? You want to watch a show? We can watch a show. If you want to watch a show, just tell me. We're watching a show.
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Next on XYZ, Romeo and Juliet.
Shall I hear more or shall I speak at this?
Bad boys, what you want, what you want,
Okay. Yeah.
The Fed in her natural habitat.
It's the Professor Plantsburger show with me, Professor Plantsburger. Today's topic is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a revolutionary process with numerous benefits. It provides oxygen, energy, nourishment, and even raw materials for humans. Where does this process take place, you may ask? In the green jelly bean-shaped organelles called the chloroplasts. Energy from the sun is transformed into chemical energy inside the pigment chlorophyll, which is found in the thylakoids, which are within the chloroplast. These chloroplasts are found in the mesophyll layer of the leaf. Here is a beautiful diagram. The reactants which power this process are carbon dioxide and water. The carbon dioxide enters the plant through tiny pores called the stomata, which is also where waste product oxygen leaves, and water enters through the roots. These reactants are the waste products of cellular respiration, and photosynthesis produces what respiration uses. In fact, respiration and photosynthesis are opposite processes. During respiration, electrons are stripped from food, while in photosynthesis, they are added to carbon dioxide to make food. So, photosynthesis makes the world go round. Woohoo! Photosynthesis is the most fascinating process. Well, actually it's two. The light reaction process and the Calvin cycle. The light reactions uses light energy to make ATP and NADPH, which is chemical energy. The Calvin cycle uses chemical energy to make glucose from carbon dioxide. The light energy comes in the form of wavelengths, which is the distance between two adjacent waves' crests. These wavelengths are measured on the electromagnetic spectrum, which is the full range of radiation. So much fun! Yeah! Chlorophyll A absorbs the blue-violet wavelengths and uses them as light energy. It reflects back green, giving us plants our green color. So beautiful, yeah? Chlorophyll B does the same, except it absorbs blue and orange wavelengths, sending this light energy to chlorophyll A. Carotenoids also absorb blue-green light, but mostly their job is to dissipate excessive light, keeping our delicate skin safe. Photons are fixed quantities of light. These photons are absorbed by pigments in the thylakoid's membrane. When this happens, one of the pigment's electrons gains an energy, becoming light-excited. These light-excited electrons jump from pigment to pigment until they reach the reaction center. There, the primary electron acceptor traps the electron, and molecules build up in the thylakoid use this trapped energy to create ATP and NADPH. Fascinating, no? So, two photosystems make up the light reactions of the photosynthesis. The first is water splitting process. Light energy is used to split water molecules. The oxygen is then released through those tiny pores, stomata. The second process makes NADPH. This is done by taking light-excited electrons from the chlorophyll and adding them to the NAD positive. There is an electron transport chain connecting these two photosystems, which releases the energy used to make ATP. This is the conclusion of the light reaction process of photosynthesis. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Do you need more energy? Are you tired of breathing nasty chemicals? Then you need photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a revolutionary way to produce nutrients and oxygen. Just listen to some of our satisfied customers.
Photosynthesis really worked for me.
Photosynthesis? You rock!
Photosynthesis changed my life for the better.
Let's begin. Give me a pho, give me a toe, give me photosynthesis!
Side effects may include wet dog, uncontrollable giggles, ugly Christmas sweaters, itching, vomiting, diarrhea, delisters, and... Call 1-800-DON'T-BUY-THIS to get your photosynthesis today.
Welcome back to the Professor Plantsberger show, starring me, Professor Plantsberger. We left off with the light reactions, the first process of photosynthesis. Now we shall discuss this Calvin cycle, the second process. The Calvin cycle takes the ATP and the NADPH produced by the light reactions and using carbon dioxide makes energy-rich sugar. Yummy! That's why light reactions are so important. They power the Calvin cycle. This cycle produces a sugar called G3P, which is later converted to glucose. The Calvin cycle is most interesting, yes? So that is all about the process of photosynthesis. Now I shall share with you some amazing adaptations plants have made when the reactions for photosynthesis are not readily available, specifically in hot, dry environments. C3 plants, named so because the first organic compound produced is the 3-carbon compound 3-PGA, adapt to hot and dry weather by closing their stomata, thus conserving water. However, this causes sugar production to stop, as carbon dioxide cannot enter the leaf. C4 plants have a special adaptation that lets them make sugar even in dry weather. They keep their stomata closed for part of the time. Also, they have a special enzyme which mines carbon dioxide from the air inside the leaf, even when the stomata is closed, and donates it to the Calvin cycle. A third type of plant, the CAM plant, is adapted to hot weather by only opening its stomata at night. So the carbon dioxide enters the leaf at night and the Calvin cycle takes place during the day. We plants are quite amazing. Not only do we provide energy, we also clean the air. The oxygen given off in photosynthesis can help to counter the greenhouse effect, a major contributor to global warming. This greenhouse effect is caused by carbon dioxide trapped in an atmosphere, which warms the earth just like a little greenhouse. The chopping of trees, deforestation, depletes the number of plants battling the greenhouse effect. Also, when these trees are burned or when fossil fuels are burned, more carbon dioxide is released.
There's nothing on.